Hi guys, so today I have Jazmin with me. Jazmin and I have been working together for just about 9 months now, and she has been such a rock star. It's been such a pleasure working with her because Jazmin came with these goals of wanting to be more accountable, really dial in a lot of the nutrition stuff, but also some of the exercise as well. And Jazmin, like you were also looking for like some changes to the way that your body looks, right? But like we weren't necessarily worried about like a specific number on the scale. You think that's a pretty good overview of like what led you into this?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Like right on the nail.
Cool, cool. So, Jazmin and I had what I would say is like a very typical, like flow of our relationship where it's like, first we were really working on just finding an exercise routine that worked for you, right? And then from there we went and we really started dialing in on the nutrition. And there were a couple hiccups along the way, like that your kitchen was being remodeled, right?
Yeah.
So we got creative there, right? And you got that huge water bottle so that you could keep lots of ice in it and keep your water
Yep.
cold. You still have it? There you go. Atta girl. So, where there is a will, there is a way. And I feel like, Jazmin, you have been just perfect example of that. And it's just been really exciting to watch you over this time. And I would love you to talk a little bit more about like what it was like just in those first early days getting going and like, maybe any frustrations that you had there, any struggles, and then some of the things that like clicked for you or that really helped you.
So in the beginning, I think the hardest thing was to actually get on a schedule to be like, hey, you have to work out these days.
Mm,
And then trying to find out what time of day for workouts actually worked for me.
yeah.
And I noticed that working out in the afternoon wasn't such a good thing because you'd get that workout high. So then I wouldn't be able to fall asleep at a normal time and then it would just mess up my days. So I found that waking up earlier
Mm,
and starting my workouts in the morning actually helped just make for a better day.
yeah.
And I would, in order to like actually do that, because I mean, even waking up early on days that I don't have any workout scheduled is still hard. So what I would do is put on my gym clothes to the side, and that way when my alarm when my alarm rings, I'm just like, okay, well, my gym clothes are all ready. I don't have to, struggle to find anything to wear. I picked it out the night before. So
Yeah.
that really helped a lot. And I mean, I still do that to this day because still waking up early is not something that I like doing, especially now that it's super cold outside. So
Yeah. And you already wake up early, right? Because don't you start work at
yeah,
like 7 or something?
yeah. And
Yeah.
then getting my daughter ready. So I mean, but I mean waking up 2 hours earlier than I need to. But I mean, it makes the day better. Like I said, I'm asleep earlier and I have more energy throughout the day. So
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, when you started hitting your morning workouts routinely, like I feel like that's definitely where your consistency shot up. And then even when you moved workout spaces and you had access to barbells and stuff, but were you doing that in the afternoon then too, right? So some days you
yeah.
had to do afternoon.
Yeah. Some
Yeah,
days I had to do afternoon just because of how the morning was. But
yeah,
lately I've been like waking up early in the morning again and just starting doing
yeah.
them in the morning, unless something happens where I can't do it in the morning and go back to afternoon for that day.
Sure. And I think that one of the other things that you're a perfect example of is that you like things happen in your life, right?
Mhm.
And then you just come back to the habits and to the things that you've implemented. So I feel like you have done a really excellent job of creating like a schedule and a routine for yourself. And then, like if we look at your consistency graphs, some weeks you hit 100% and you do all your workouts, and some weeks you only do one workout, but the week after that you go back to doing all of your workouts, right? So I feel
Mhm.
like you have just done a really great job of like going with the punches of life. And can you talk a little bit about like how you like keep a positive outlook, and how like you maybe talk to yourself when you miss a workout and like things get kind of screwy?
Yeah, so when I miss a workout, the day of, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, why the fuck did you miss that? Like, come on, you could have done it. But then it's like, well, there's things out of your control that you can't, handle. So I just don't stress about it, because if I could change that outcome, then I would have been able to put that workout in. But because I couldn't, I know, there's still more time in the day, there's still tomorrow. So I always follow that. And what keeps me going is just that I just love the way I feel like after working out. I love those highs. I love the way my clothes fit.
Yeah.
And like you had said, like in the beginning, I used to be worried about that number on the scale, but I mean, that really doesn't matter. It all depends on how you feel or how I feel,
Mhm.
and how my clothes fit. And like I said, my clothes have been fitting better than ever. I've dropped down a size in tops.
Yeah.
So that's my motivation to keep going. That's what keeps pushing me um to be consistent and to um I guess keep pushing forward.
Yeah. I love that. Um, yeah, I love that. And I think, and that has all been so obvious from my side too, really. In terms of keeping pushing forward, so, one of the main reasons that I wanted to bring you on today is because you and I were working together one-on-one, having, check-ins every other week. When you started, we were talking about training, we were talking about nutrition, like chatting, blah, blah, looking at videos. You're great about sending videos in for a good amount of time too, right? And then you kind of graduated to the level of one-on-one coaching where your program is still entirely customized to you and your needs, but you and I have no contact,
Mhm.
right? So there's the monthly survey that you can fill out. If you have a few questions there, I email you back, but there's no more check-ins like this. There's no more me, making comments on every single one of your workouts, but you have kept up your momentum. So tell us a little bit about how the last 12 weeks have gone, because now you're ending that 12-week phase of programming. How have the last 12 weeks been for you, and how have you kept motivated and, kept yourself accountable to keep on going?
So the past 12 weeks have been awesome. Like I was a little hesitant and scared that I'm like, I'm gonna mess something up, and then it's just gonna be like a whole clusterfuck, and I'm not gonna be able to talk to her the next week
Yeah.
to talk about anything. But then it was just like I had to really dig deep and be like, why are you doing this? Like, why do you want to continue doing this? And it's just like, because I want to better myself. I want to continue feeling this way without having to, go on a crazy stupid diet just to try to feel like this. And it's just like, that's what I did. I just pulled deep down and just like figured out what I needed to do and why I was doing this. I mean, there would be times where I would have sticky notes all over the place, words of encouragement to myself to get through the day for, and for the next day for my workouts.
I love
Um,
that. I do that. I have the same thing right here above my computer screen. I have all of the quotes that are important to me that keep me going. So I love that I'm not the only crazy person. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. And it has just been so fun to keep watching you, because I still get all the notifications of your workouts. So it's so fun to like keep seeing your name pop up. And so this might be like a trick question. I didn't ask you this before, but like when we started working together versus where you are now, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like you are surprised at where you are? Are you disappointed? Do you wish that something would be different? I mean, I just want to know like how you're feeling, your journey so far in the last 9 months.
Yeah, I mean, I am surprised, like, because I would try to do this by myself, and first there was something that wasn't there for me, so
Mhm.
I wouldn't continue. But for like, I've been able to continue, and like, there will be times, where I only get a workout in for a week, but it's just like I know that I still, oh my God, I can't think of the word.
Do you think of
I
it in
can,
Spanish?
huh? Yeah, and I can't think of it in English. Like, uh that I can redeem myself the following week by continuing all my workouts. And it's okay if I miss a day. That's not gonna kill me. I don't have to be like, oh my God, you're so dumb. You should have done that workout. Um, but life happens and you can't control everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, but I mean, I love it. I love that if I still need to contact you, I can set up a meeting if I need to. And so I mean, like, I I just love it. And I am surprised that I kept going, but I'm happy for myself that I've kept going.
Yay, yay, yay. I'm so proud of you. Okay. Last question before we hop off of here. Like, what is some advice that you would give someone like you? Like, or what's something that you would have told yourself 9 months ago that you feel like, you really needed to hear?
That you got this and to keep going, that if you need to prepare the day beforehand, it helps.
Yeah.
Prepare, like as much as you think that you can't, you can.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. That's really good advice. And I mean, that goes to show, part of the reason why you have continued to be successful. So I am so proud of you. Thank you so much for joining me today to chat about your experience. And I'm so excited for you to continue on in the next project, which is still kind of a secret for right now, but you guys will all hear about that soon. And you guys will have a chance to even interact with Jazmin in that new community that we're building. And she's one of the awesome OGs with lots of great advice. So thank you again for joining today, Jazmin. And that's it for today, guys. If you want to chat about one-on-one coaching, whatever platform you're watching this on, I'm sure that there is a messaging feature and I would love to chat with you some more. So that's it for today, guys. See you later.